Okay, good afternoon. First task of the day is to tell me what the sound levels are like. And the game music might be a bit loud, I don't know. I have tried to tweak them. But unfortunately, like last week's stream, the chat lag is it's about 30 seconds again, so I don't know what's going on. I'll have to look, next time I set a session up I'm going to have to look at the settings and see if something's changed. But anyway, what a beautiful day outside it is. What a beautiful day. It's 20 degrees. I've been asked by a friend about half an hour ago to go to the park. I said, I can't, I've got something planned at 3 o'clock. I said, well, cancel it. I said, I can't cancel it. I've got plans. So I'm going to be streaming until, I don't know actually. Maybe about... Music's too loud, okay. Turn this right down. That might be better. So, what was I saying? Yes, I was saying I've been asked to go to the park, a couple of mates going to the park, and well, I don't know what they're going to do. They'll just lay around in the sun? Seems a bit boring to me. I'd rather be sat here doing this, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm going to be streaming till about no later than 5, so just less than 2 hours. And then I'm going to try and see if I can go and meet them for the back end of the day. Do something, I don't know, kick a ball about or drink alcohol like some kind of waster. I'm sure I'll think of something to do. Better, good, better. I won't be streaming forever. Oh, 99, welcome. Welcome. It's a bit cloudy. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think tomorrow's going to be quite nice. It's going to be raining though. I think there's going to be a bit of a shower or two. Anyway, why should we be speaking of the weather? I don't know. British people, we get a bit of sun, we go mad. We go mad, man. Anyway, here we are, Democracy 3 Africa. This is a bit of an unexpected live stream. Of course, I ended the Darkest Dungeon Season 1 last week, and it had nothing to replace it with. And I actually didn't intend to stream today. I knew it was going to be nice weather, and I was tended to take the day off from streaming and enjoy the sun. But on Thursday, was it? Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday? I was checking my messages and noticed in the spam folder where all the messages go, where it's something to do with join this, what do you call it? What do you call them? I got a bit of brain fade here. It's the heat, you see. I've got a heat stroke. Networks, yes. So join this network and join that network, and yeah, bloody all the messages, those type of messages, go into the spam folder. And I was checking my comments and things, and I noticed right at the top of the spam folder, but I don't check very often, to be fair. Somebody said, "Oh, here's this Steam key for Democracy 3 Africa." I was like, ooh. Never heard of Democracy 3 Africa. I knew obviously about Democracy 3, never knew about the Africa version of the game until I read that message. It only just came out last month, I think. And somebody kindly gifted me a Steam key for it for the purposes of LPing it, reviewing it, or streaming it. So I want to thank that person. I can't remember his name, I wrote it down, but it's a scrap of paper's being chucked away in the bin. But thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I thought, what better game to stream than this? So here we are. Nicholas Silverpoint, welcome. Vico's here as well. Laffy McFoodle, lovely name, liking it. Matt Jones. Already had 2 barbecues. Oh dear, 2 barbecues. 2! I was lucky to get 1 in this year. 1 a year is enough for me. It's an expensive affair, all that meat. So Democracy 3 Africa, we better get cracking with the game because, as I say, I'm time bound today. I want to be finishing no later than 5. Can't go on for 3 hours today. So Democracy 3 Africa. Democracy 3, of course, a game I streamed last year. You take on the role of the head of the country and you try and enact policies and changes to get re-elected, and it's a bit of fun. I quite enjoyed it actually. But apparently this game is very difficult. You're taking over African countries with corruption and instability and uprisings and all kinds of nonsense, and you've got to try and hang on for dear life, you know, it's quite a tough one. Oh, Joker Jake, you're welcome, and please do not speak to me about wasps. I hate them. They are the spawn of Satan. I hate... I've got a phobia of wasps, a massive phobia. So imagine my horror last summer when there was a wasp nest right above my bedroom. Horrible. Couldn't open my windows last year at all, until the damn thing was dead. That is exactly right, 99 King High, you've hit the nail on the head. We wallow in constant rain, wind. This is how weird it is. This time last year it was close to freezing, it was hailstoning, snowing in certain parts of the country. A week later it's 20 degrees. In the space of a week we've gone from freezing to summer weather. That's what we've got to live with here. It's absolutely insane. You don't know whether to take your bloody your fleece out with you, or to take your bloody Bermuda shorts. Right, do not get me a wasp for my birthday. No. That would be the most horrific present known to man. Ah, dearie me. Anyway, shall we press on? I think we should. So I'll let you know first of all. Might disappoint some of you who were hoping to see Mr. Green bite the dust. He won't be biting the dust today because I have turned off assassinations. I have seen 2 LPs of this game and both people died very quickly. One of them to a feminist uprising and one of them to something else. And I really don't want to be streaming for an hour then to just suddenly drop dead when my policies are being changed and I'm watching Mayor Green's vision coming to fruition. So I've turned off assassinations. It will be challenging enough to get re-elected, to be quite honest with you. So it will be the challenge in itself. So assassinations are off. So apologies, but that's the way I am rolling today. I want to see the end of my term and see how we do. So that's that. The second choice to make is which country we are going to take control of. So let's dive on in and see. Now I was thinking of Kenya. For no reason really, other than it was the first African country that I learnt about when I was at primary school. And my friend has been to Kenya a couple of times. One of my friends I used to work with, we went to Kenya a couple of times. So out of all the countries so far that I've seen, this one is the one that I have most knowledge about, really. So fresh from his foray into politics, PM Green of the United Kingdom left them with hardly any cars on the road, all public transport, cycling lanes, and all this lovely green policies. The kids were as healthy as they've ever been, crime was low. The United Kingdom loved him, man, at the end of the day. They started out hating him, and then he turned them around in literally the last couple of months of his term. He just went, pew, poof, straight away. They turned around to his way of thinking. And he left. Didn't even continue his second term. He left the United Kingdom happy with his job, and then all of a sudden he got a phone call, deepest, darkest Kenya. Can you come across, please? We're having a bit of trouble in this country. So, yeah, and here he's come. He's come across to try and sort this place out. Corruption perception index 0 is highly corrupt. So 25 is relatively corrupt then, quite highly corrupt. I have not done any sort of test run-throughs of this game. This is a bit blind. I've played the game before, obviously the original version. Just for those of you who are interested, I do have the DLCs installed: Social Engineering, Extremism, and Clones and Drones. So we're gonna go Kenya. Let's go, let's dive in. Kenya, you won't know what's hit you. Mayor Green is here. What is our title? Are we Prime Minister? Are we President? Have we been promoted? El Presidente? Right, apparently in Kenya, the term lengths are 5 years. There are no hurricanes, earthquakes, no compulsory voting, no monarchy. I'm going to leave everything as the default settings, although I am just going to do a little slight change. I'm going to do this a little slight change. I'm going to put the term length to 6 years. It just gives us a little bit of extra time to see our policies coming to fruition, gives them time to settle, and gives us more time to try and win over the populace. So 6-year terms, that's the first change that Mayor Green is going to stamp down with his iron fist. His tyrannical green iron fist is stamping down and saying, I'm changing the term length as of now. You cannot defy me. 2 terms is enough, thank you very much. In fact, 1 term would be enough if we managed to be successful, but 2 terms, lovely. And we're going to change our party name. We can change our party name. We don't have to go with these crappy ones here. We, of course, going to go with the Green Party. Was there any doubt? Returning British rule to Kenya. Yes, indeed we are. We're returning British rule. It's going to be glorious. The people won't like it. They're going to be mostly conservative, I reckon, but that's not quite the side of the coin that Mayor Green will be falling on. I've got a feeling we're going to have some issues, and we're going to go against. Let's have a look. We can actually name them if we want, can we? Anybody can come up with a good name for the opposition? President Green is just getting his feet under the desk. Bear with me, folks. Who shall we go against? Who shall we go against? I hate the fact that there's a massive bloody chat delay. I hate it. United Party for the National Development, the Spiritual Democrat Party, Action Congress, the All People's Party. I like the name. I like it. I like that one. The Red Party, the All People's Party, the party that claims to be for the people. Well, you're Twatbag Party, Pokeface Party. Oh yeah. You can imagine the horror. African Independence, the Red Party. Something. The All People's Party. That's a bit dull actually. The John Party. Congress for the Republic. The Democratic Alliance. Yes, that's a good one. They're lying against us. They're trying to bring my party down. They're trying to bring me down. They're trying to all rally against me. That'll do. The Democratic Alliance of Kenya. I'll stick that on the end of it. Why not? The Democratic Alliance of Kenya are rising up against Green. Yes. The Industrial Capitalist CO2 Party. Yes, that works for me. That works for me. The industrialist, capitalist, smog party. Mayor Green's worst nightmare has been relived. As of now, he walks into Kenya, there's smog, there's smoke, there's goddamn people choking in the streets. This is in dire need of assistance. Right, there we go. I'm not very good with politics, Nicholas, don't worry about it. Let's go. We're off. Click to return to government. Day 1. What the hell is waiting for us here? Oh, don't want tutorial, you stupid fool. Congratulations! Oh, President Green. Oh, I like the ring to that. He's gone from mayor in a little sleepy English town to the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, now to President of Kenya. Oh, how the mighty do rise. It's like going from the Premier League to the bloody conference, isn't it, in terms of countries? But there you go. GDP failing miserably. Health failing miserably. Education failing miserably. Unemployment is through the roof. Crime isn't good. Poverty quite high. Basically, this country is on its arse. To coin a phrase, to apologise. Let's go. Onward, we're in. Ooh, Kenyan. Who knows what the currency of Kenya is? I don't. Kenyan kashushas. 364 billion kashushas of income, and we're actually in deficit of only 23 billion kashushas, although our national debt is 2.9 trillion kashushas. I don't think it's kashushas, but until somebody corrects me. Okay. So for those of you who are completely new to the game, I will give you a very, very, very brief whistle-stop tour. This is the intelligence briefing, which we don't need to worry about because there's no assassination attempts. Across the top here, we have how do you get rid of this man? He's doing my head in already. Options, please. Take off. The tutorial man, I don't like him. This is the polling. This we get a lot of stats, focus groups and all that kind of jazz. I really couldn't give two cahoots, but you can see how people are liking your various policies and changes to the state of your country and things like that. We'll check in with this every so often. Not very often, but every so often. We've got a state of our expenses, our income, our finances. Daft Trump, what the hell's going on here? Kenyan shillings! Kenyan shillings! Oh, that's so dull. So rubbish. I don't like that. Kenyan shillings. No. Act 2 of President Green's reign. He's changed the term length and now he's officially renaming the currency to Kashushas. It's been done. I'm sorry. It's been said. That's it. He's spoken. President Green has spoken. Kashushas it is. Anyway, that's the charts of our finances. Kashushas galore. This is where we implement policies. More about them when it happens. What's this? Achievements. Okay, we've got our cabinet. A variety of people. They have a certain loyalty to you, give you a certain amount of political capital, which we can use to change laws and policies. And we can mess around with them, which will happen, I imagine, in the future. What's this? This is parties. This is the political parties. Look at this. We have no members in our party, just me. Me and my cabinet. Very, very minimalist party at the moment, and 34 million people belonging to the Industrialist Capitalist Smog Party, or hereby known as the ICS for short. The ICS party got their minions doing their work, rebelling against this new dictator that's been flown in from the United Kingdom. Okay, we're in. So that's the little menus across the top, and here we have the main bulk of the game. We have some different coloured circles. We have blue circles, which are stats on different things. Just tells you what the stats are for oil demand and such. The white circles are actually policies and laws that can be changed. Alright. We can change them, we can raise them, we can lower them, we can cancel them. That's the white blobs. The red blobs are massive issues that we need to solve, or not need to solve, depending on our stance. And the green blobs are positive things. Natural wonder, very nice, brings us tourism, excellent. And then here in the middle we have a variety of different groups of people. We have women, we have ethnic minorities, etc. And this bar here is how happy they are with us. Nobody overly happy at the minute. And the grey bar in the background is how many people of the country belong to that group of people. So as you can see here, 100% of the population is conservative. Marvellous. We're going to get on like a house on fire then. If assassinations were on, President Green wouldn't last 2 minutes. Thankfully it's not. So there we go, conservatives, very, very conservative country, and etc. So we're just going to dive in and start causing havoc with Kenya. How did he win the election? He didn't win the election. He didn't win the election. He was flown in, specially. In true dictator fashion, he kicked down the doors of the government building and announced himself. Fired everybody, took them all out, back of the building and shot them. And then, yes, installed his own cabinet, and here we are. Country in turmoil. Right, alright, so it's going to be it's very slow to start with. I don't think we'll finish the entire term today. I think we'll go to the halfway point if we can. 3 months per turn. And our first goal really should be to try and sort out these red blobs. There's a lot of them. We're not going to be able to sort them all out, I don't think, but we'll see which ones are the most anti-green, and we'll tackle those first. We've got organised crime problems. Okay. Sorry. Kenya isn't Muslim, so God knows why they have burqas. Okay. It's a corrupt country. I just paid to be president. Yes, I didn't pay. They paid for me to come over. They paid for me to come and sort their crap hole of a country out. Excuse me, I was going to swear again. Organised crime is a problem. Causing organised crime. Religious percentage. Does that mean that's lowering it? Yes. Religious percentage is lowering organised crime. So the more religious people we have, the lower this effect, I think. Basically, corruption is causing this. We've got a lot of corruption is raising up organised crime. So if we lower corruption, organised crime could fall. It's negatively affecting our crime, negatively affecting our violent crime. So organised crime's not good. We could tackle that. But we'll see. Armed robbery. Oof, dearie me, we've got a country full of armed robbers here. Violent crime is raising this. So again, we need to lower violent crime. So violent crime, organised crime, both of those are problems. Armed robberies, affecting the elderly, getting robbed at gunpoint for their wooden pearl necklaces, pearl replicas, and military interference is through the roof. Look at that. Interfering in the governance of the nation. I don't like this. President Green doesn't want interference from the military. He's got everything under control. Why should they think they're in charge around here? Unelected. Heads of the armed forces are fundamental. Oh, this is not good. Stability. So stability is, again, raising its head. So we've got stability issues and we've got corruption issues. So they're the two underpinning things that we should really be tackling. Sort those out and we should be able to sort out a lot of other issues indirectly. Okay. So that's something that we could be really focusing on throughout our term. This is going to take a long time to bring down, isn't it? So we're going to start early and try and stamp this out. But that's not a priority for Mayor Green. Old ladies getting robbed in the street, people getting held up at gunpoint is a massive problem, you would say. Well, it's a problem, yes, but not quite a bigger problem as the smog in this godforsaken place. So yes, these are secondary concerns to me. Pollution, on the other hand, primary concern. My God. Forget the old ladies and their walking sticks. The bloody smog is an issue here. People walking around with masks on like China. This is not good. So we're going to have to bring down pollution. The environment is causing this, so we need to tackle Kenya's environmental issues. If there's anything that, if we don't get re-elected in 6 years' time, if we can achieve a pollution-free Kenya where the animals can roam to their heart's content without fear of stepping in a Coke can, then I've done my job. So this is going to be our primary concern, the environment. Right, Mayor Green is rubbing his mitts now. How do we tackle environmental issues? Skills shortage. Okay, we can address these in a minute. This is not my priority, not my concern. Uncompetitive economy. Technological backwater. It's all very, very, very grim, but yes, not as grim as the pollution levels. Okay, so what else we got? We got issues with asthma, again caused by the environment. We're going to be sorting that, so that will sort the asthma epidemic out eventually as well. That's good. We can sort that, not a problem. Poor transport links. Well, this is an issue because this affects a lot of trade and things like that, but it also means that people are forced to use their cars because there's no public transport to speak of. So we're going to have to certainly build the infrastructure of the country. Infrastructure's a problem, so I should really be taking my pen and paper out here, shouldn't I? Let me get a pen and paper to note here. Mayor Green's policies will soon be coming into effect. Fear not. But we've got a list of things here to address. We got... let me get this right. So we're going to have to tackle... corruption. We've got to tackle... what's that other one? What's that other one that linked to corruption? Democracy? What was a bloody dictatorial corruption? Yeah, we got that one. What was the other one? Stability, that was it. We got stability issues, we tackle those. But primarily we got the pollution problem, which is linking into asthma, and we've got what have we just seen there? We've got infrastructure. These are the infrastructure. There we go. So these are the long-term goals that we need to. These won't be sorted overnight. Power blackouts, ooh, very bad. Infrastructure again, so infrastructure underpinning a lot of our problems. So if we tackle that, we're going to be doing well. Right, what have we got up here then? We got border tensions. Ooh. What does Kenya border? I'm not very good with African geography. What's country's border Kenya? It's affecting our trade, immigration and the stability. Oh, we need to make it stable, so perhaps tackling border tensions could be worth it. We've got foreign intelligence interference. We've got the military sticking their beaks in. We've got the bloody foreign intelligence services sticking their damn beaks in, causing massive, or rather, causes, yeah, stability. Stability is causing this. Or is that right? Am I reading that right? I am. It's confused now. Tanzania. I should have known that. What did I say? I did Kenya in bloody primary school, and there was Tanzania. That's the one. Okay, so we sort those out as well. Homelessness is a problem. Okay, yeah. HIV and AIDS is an issue. That's not good. And finally, female genital mutilation is a problem. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Just what have we got ourselves into? Sudan as well. Uganda, Somalia, that's a lot of countries. All of them. We hate them all. They're into bloody... I don't like them. Anyway. So. What to do? Oh, so overwhelmed. So overwhelmed with stuff. Right. Pollution is my first concern. So the environment is directly feeding pollution quite heavily. And pollution is negatively affecting the environmentalists and negatively affecting health. So we need to tackle the environment as best as we can. So, first things first, how do we raise the environmental quality? By game hunting restrictions. Do we have that in force? Yes, we do. It's banned, apparently. Hunting animals for sport is banned. I should bloody hope so. Very good. Very good indeed. Where's that? Where's that? Let me just double check something here. Is it banned or is it not banned? Is it not banned? I can't see the icon on here. It was an elephant icon. Let me. Where's the environment gone? There we go. Oh, there it is, right there. So we have a ban on game hunting, which is good. I like that. Car usage is negatively bringing that down. So car usage is bringing that down. Can we lower the car usage somehow? Maybe. Maybe. We're gonna have to maybe put a petrol tax in. That could lower the car usage. Start increasing the use of the infrastructure, the rail and the public transport. So it's a very long-term goal. This is going to be a challenge, isn't it? It's going to be a challenge. Nothing's very simple. Air travel, not affecting it very much. Foreign aid received increases it, apparently. Ooh. Okay. And agricultural efficiency is bringing it down. Right, okay. Okay, well, before we start changing current laws, let's see what we can put into place here. Let's see what we can do. Anything that's going to raise the quality of the environment. Let's have a wee play around here. This is all foreign policy, not going to do a great deal. Welfare, alcohol, economy, tax, public services, law and order. Where would all the agricultural subsidies? Some clean energy subsidies. There we go. This is a good start. Renewable energy might not be ultra efficient yet, but there is an argument for investing heavily in it now, so as to strategically prepare our country for a future without fossil fuels. Oh yes, they like it. That's definitely one to consider. It only costs 2 political capital to introduce, and you see, I have no concept of is this expensive, is this not expensive? These kashushas, they're not like pounds. I don't know how many kashushas you get to the pound. So I'll have to bear. I'll have to just play it by ear. Religious rest day. Let's have a look how much. 1 billion Kashushas, 1.292. Okay, I think it's quite expensive to be honest with you, but we'll bear that. Pollution controls, that will definitely help. So we got that as well. It's only 6 political capital. Very cheap as well. Restrictions on which chemicals can be released into the atmosphere. Controls reduce pollution, increase health at the cost of economic competitiveness. That's quite bad. Recycling. Oh, that's cheap and cheerful. Okay, right, we're getting this. We're getting it now. We're getting it now. We're getting here. We're getting the feeling here. Recycling is very cheap to implement. Oh, it could actually could get expensive actually. Tax shelters, technology grants. Technology is quite bad at the minute. We've got a bit of a technological backwater situation going on, so that's something that we could certainly put into play. Oh my god, holy cow, so much stuff. So much stuff. Right, I think the first antibiotics Mars program. Yeah. Got problems closer to Earth at the minute, pal. Green Electronics Initiative. Okay. Smart meters. Save money and the environment at the same time. Ooh, that's pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. Eco-home regulations. Let's not run before we can walk, right? Young entrepreneur scheme, right? Okay, so out of all of these, I think recycling definitely is one. Popular with the voters, actually. Popular with the voters. If you've got any advice and tips as to how we can do things as well, please feel free to shout up in the chat. Of course, keeping in mind President Green's policies and outlook. If there's any ways to make this country green and great, feel free to shout it out. So, recycling. If we implement a recycling policy, it's going to cost us a little bit of political capital. Environmentalists will like it. The environment, of course, will be positively affected, and the environmentalist membership will increase. So we're starting to convert people into our way of thinking. We're turning them into environmentalists. Here we go. Boom! Universal doorstep recycling is going to cost us 4.37 billion of our precious kashushas, but it's worth it. It's worth every penny to save the environment. So here we go. Boom! Mayor Green, formerly Mayor Green, of course, President Green as he is now, has started his work. Okay, that's not too bad then. Because 364 billion, that cost us 4 billion. It's quite cheap. Okay, I'm getting a feeling for the pricing here. Getting a feeling. Right, so that's that. Cigarette tax. I see that straight away. Tobacco tax. Yes, people smoking. That's not good for the environment. Puffing their flipping fumes into the air. And we need a bit more money. We just spent money on recycling. So how do we fund our recycling drive? We fund it by taxing the hell out of cigarettes. That's right, people. Take that. Put that in your proverbial and actual pipes and smoke it. How much is that? 27 political capital to raise to... Oh, wow. That's a lot. That's a lot, isn't it? Wait a minute. Revert that back. Let's just check a couple of other things before we start splashing out here. What other taxes have we got that we could change if we need to? We've got sales tax. We've got petrol tax. That will be good to raise. Cut people, try and dissuade them from using cars if we can. Income tax, alcohol tax, revenue administration. Don't know what the hell that is about, but there you go. We got corporation tax, and we got property tax. Right, well, we'll leave those in play for now, and we'll raise the hell out of tobacco tax. Yes. Whilst people are getting murdered and shot dead and robbed blind, I am more concerned with raising the tax on cigarettes. It's all about prioritisation. There we go. So there are 13 political capital left. We've got a raise on the tobacco tax. We've got recycling implemented. So already the environment will be feeling the effects of Mayor Green's arrival. Absolutely marvellous. Right, so we've got recycling in play. We've got game hunting restrictions in play. That's raising the environment. Foreign aid. air travel, car usage, agricultural efficiency. We need to raise that, don't we? We need to raise our agricultural efficiency. So we need to raise this up. Yeah, so it's pretty technology. Technology. Infrastructure. Oh, an easy way to raise technology is to increase science funding. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Interesting, righty-ho. Anything else we can implement before we move on? Economy, public services. Not just yet. We'll just get to this stuff at the back end of our term. All of these eye tests and free school meals and things like that. Education, somebody's shouting out. Education. Yes, education. These are our public sector services down here. Where's education? That looks like education. State schools. Ah, schooling is actually pretty good. We've got modern textbooks. That's not bad. I've seen worse education in my time. Marvellous. There's nothing wrong with that. Why is education so low then? Something must be driving it down. Where's education? Where's our education icon? Here it is. Private, no, it's private schools. That's not quite right. So many different things to press. You just never know what's going on sometimes. Dictatorship. Ooh. Democracy. How do we raise dictatorship? This represents the strength in which you are able to execute your policy decision. Oh, go away. Go away. Right, we're going to hit the cars. To hell with it. Car usage, we're going to hit the cars. Petrol tax time. Lower it is 9, higher it is 26. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear. That's the wrong tax. That's the wrong bloody tax. Here we go. High raise 36, still to raise petrol tax. Really? Really? That's quite high. It's quite high, isn't it? Okay, what do we... Sorry guys, I'm very overwhelmed with it all here. Labour laws. Recycling is in play. We've got maternity leave, half-pay maternity leave. There's a you know, automated trading. We've got quite a bit to work with. I think they've got the infrastructure's there. Science. Yeah, I think we should raise science. How do we raise science? Where did we see science all of a sudden? We saw science somewhere. Agricultural efficiency, technology, science funding. There we go. You see, we're not pumping money into science. Look at that. Test tubes. A few plastic test tubes are all we've got. That's not good enough. Particle accelerator, please. That will significantly reduce our technological backwater, significantly reduce the HIV and AIDS, and it will increase our state employee happiness, increase our GDP, increase our energy efficiency, and increase our technology. Of course, technology can be green as well, so we need to develop these green technologies. Yes, science funding, apply. I like it. Lovely. My debt is 3 trillion. Yeah, well, you got to spend money to make money. You got to spend money to make money. Cost me 43 billion. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, that's nice and not too bad. We'll make it all up with a few taxes here and there. I'll sort it, don't you worry. Right, we're out of... No, we've got 7 political capital left. We've still got stuff to play with here. So what have we done so far this turn? We've introduced recycling, we've taxed the hell out of cigarettes, we've increased our science funding. Oh, it's very, very positive. Should we tackle crime? Should we do it? This wasn't my priority, but now that I've done my priority policies for this turn, I can maybe do something with organised crime. Corruption. We need to lower corruption. Yes, we do. We need to lower corruption. How do we lower corruption? How do we lower corruption? Press freedom. Freedom of press will lower corruption. Police force. Yes, we need to lower corruption. Police force. What about our police force? Put more money into our police force. Raising our police force's budget will significantly decrease violent crime and crime. Only a little bit of corruption though. But we do need to tackle violent crime. How much? 25? So it's gone from 14 billion to 25 billion. Okay, another few billion spent here and there. So the police force has been funded to the hilt. There we go. Take a bit of that. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Oh dear, I don't know what I'm spending my coin on here, but it seems to be positive. So violent crime will come down, crime will come down, corruption will come down, state employees will increase, happiness for the Conservatives, state employee happiness as well. Spend, spend, spend. That's true. That's right. Spend money, spend money, spend money. That's it. 3 political capitals. We can probably implement something for that, to be honest with you. Alcohol awareness campaign. It's relatively cheap. Popular with the yeah. Ooh, that's quite. I like that. Tax the hell out of cigarettes. We're not going to tax the alcohol too much. We'll let them drink. We're going to give them some pleasures, but maybe just make them aware of the disadvantages, or maybe we should force them to drink so that we can get more money out of them from tax. I don't know. It's a double-edged sword, is this? Clean energy subsidies. I think that is also going to be one that we implement. Clean energy. Promote renewable energy. It's cheap, cheerful, and I like it. Yeah, extra hit to the environment. Energy efficiency raises, CO2 emissions go down, power blackouts go down, environmentalists get even happier. Oh, I like it. Let's go. Let's go. That's good. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it, man. So, what a positive turn. We've raised the budget of our police, taxed cigarettes to hell, introduced recycling, and introduced clean energy subsidies. It's already started. Let's go. Next turn. Let's see how we've done. Quarterly report. Lovely. So nothing's changed. Crime already on the decrease. So positives already at the end of the first quarter. We've only just started. You haven't seen anything yet, Kenya. You wait till Mayor Green. I keep calling him Mayor Green. He's stuck. President Green. He's a very humble man, you see. Gets into full swing. We'll be bankrupt by the next turn. Let's hope not. Okay, so we've got a problem here. Children's food. There's an urgent policy. A law has been proposed to regulate the fat content and nutritional value of food sold to children, including food sold in fast food restaurants and, of course, food served in schools. This is likely to incur costs for the food retailers. What do we want to do? You cannot interfere with the free market or regulate children's food. Obesity is a problem, impacting on people's health. Marketing unhealthy food to people at such an early age is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. We can't have obese children. I promote health, clean environment, green policies. We're going to regulate that food. There we go. Right. Good news. The global economy is doing well. Excellent. There we go. A few graphs here. The charts saying that the global economy is on the increase. Absolutely marvellous, which is good overall. It means that we're not paying too much on the interest rates on our national debt. Where's the quarterly report gone? How do I get the quarterly report back? There we go. So polls do not look good. Our last poll puts us at 0% of the vote. If the election was to be held tomorrow, we would be ousted rather swiftly. So my cabinet members are trustworthy. They're not too shabby, to be honest with you. I've seen worse cabinet members. Let's see if they remain trustworthy as we continue on. Right, our government is currently running a budget deficit of 48 billion kashushas. We should take steps to reduce this. Okay, very good. We should take steps to increase our income or decrease our expenditure. Yes, all in good time. Don't rush me, people. Don't rush me, you damn advisors. I know what I'm doing. Right, what's this? Political power distribution. What does this do? The separation of powers is a model of governance that requires the state to be divided into branches of responsibility. The executive is a branch of the government that executes and enforces the law, blah blah blah. So what does that do? That puts democracy up and increases the happiness of the liberals, and that puts political power distribution down. So increasing our democracy... No. I want to see what increasing our democracy will do. Increasing our democracy would be a good thing. It would lead us to getting more foreign aid, it would lead us to get more foreign investment, it would take down the dictatorship, I think. And it would further decrease the stability. Is that right? Lower the stability. Is that right? Lower stability? Our low democracy is lowering stability, so if we raise democracy, it will increase the stability. I think that's a good thing to change. It's quite expensive though, at 40 political capital. Political power distribution. Okay. Minority sexualities? What's this? Prescribing the legal status of those in the minority sexuality in your society. Non-hetero illegal. Positive action. Increases democracy as well. Liberals, conservatives don't like it. Neither do the religious people. Oh, that wouldn't bode too well for me, would it? For my votes at the moment. We'll bear that in mind. But apparently we've got a non-hetero sexual minority law thing in place. It's very bad, isn't it? Police force, we've changed. That's on the way up. That's already set out to maximum. Armed police. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Armed police. We've got 4 billion spending at the minute on armed police. That is bringing down crime, slightly bringing down violent crime, bringing down organised crime, bringing down armed robbery. Arming the police officers can be an effective strategy. Only an extra 6 billion Kashushes, man. Give them all submachine guns. Anybody gets out of line, shoot them dead. That's right, I like it. There's no liberals in this country anyway, we're all conservative. Crime comes down, violent crime comes down, organised crime comes crashing down, armed robbery comes crashing down. Spend those Kashushes, it's well worth it. Kenya's police are now armed with submachine guns. Shoot on sight. Those poor old grandmas. I've had a change of heart all of a sudden. Right, what else we got? Intelligence services. Ooh. We'll bear that in mind. Let's have a look. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. We've got narcotics. Drugs are outlawed. Yeah, that's fine for now. We'll outlaw drugs. Right of demonstration. Increasing that will probably increase democracy, right? Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't cost us any money. It increases our democracy. Increase the trade unionists and the members of trade unionists. It's quite cheap to implement. What did we say about raising our democracy? It's good. It's good, man. Takes down dictatorship, will increase stability. And we need to increase our stability as best we can. Okay, that's quite cheap and cheerful. Narcotics, where was it? What's that? Rights for demonstration. Does that go against my... Does that go against my policies? Giving people the right to demonstrate. Would they demonstrate against my rule? Could be a double-edged sword. We'll leave that for now. We'll leave that. Judicial independence. Oh my god, so much stuff. Press freedom. Freedom of press. That will increase democracy. That will decrease corruption. You know what? Give the press full reign to do as they want. Potentially. Okay, so that's fine. And handgun laws. License required. Why arm the buggers? Why arm the buggers? Handgun laws. That would raise violent crime, really? Oh, no limit. Wrong way round. There we go. Ban them. That's what I want to do, yeah. Violent crime would come down. Liberals, patriots would go down. Parents would go up. Liberals, ooh, armed robbery would go down. So we need to ban bloody guns, don't we? We need to ban guns. Look at that. 40 political capitals to ban guns. Wow. Wow. Okay, so we can really tackle this crime problem by banning guns, increasing freedom of press. Jobs are good, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Free press. God, it goes against me. I don't like the press. Don't like a man, but well, we'll see. Anyway, forget all that nonsense. How's the environment doing? How's the environment doing? It's on the way up. It's on the way up. Car usage. Oh, that was it. Petrol tax. That was it. You know what I mean? We need to earn some kashushas, apparently. People are crying out in the chat saying, we're going to go bankrupt, man. So we're going to get some kashushas here. So what better way to get some kashushas than to tax cars? We want to lower car usage. We don't care if we tick off the motorists. We want to make the environmentalists happy. Get some moolah, man. So yeah, we're going to increase. Now, raising this is going to cost us 36 of our valuable political capitals, but this is a necessary evil. A necessary evil. Necessary evil. A whopping 75% petrol tax. Dearie me. Dearie me. Dearie oh dearie. What do you say? The infrastructure of the country doesn't promote public transport. How are the people going to get around if they have to pay through the nose for cars? They're going to have to flipping walk, aren't they? Or we'll introduce bicycle subsidies. Get off your lazy backsides and do some exercise. Boom! You want some kashushas? Here are some flaming kashushas. Look at that. Our income should go through the damn roof. So there we go. Only got 9 left. Now where's bicycle subsidies? Do we have enough to implement bicycle subsidies? Where are they? Promote people to bloody use a bike. I'm sure we had bicycle subsidies before, did we not? Law and order. Transport, there we go. Bicycle subsidies, there we are. Very cheap, only 2 billion. Only 2 billion of our kashushas. Only costs 2 political capital. Implement it. Bicycle subsidies. Get a bike, you lazy buggers. Increase health. Decrease car usage, rail usage, bus usage. There we go. Lovely job. Public have to walk. Indeed they do. Maybe get an elephant or two. Ride on the back of a lion. Improvise. But you're not putting your smoggy cars on my crusty roads, bumpy roads, dust being kicked up, not a lick of tarmac to be seen, is there? But there you go. I'm trying my best here. So we're now extorting people from petrol, and what's about this? Road building. We've got some expansion to road building. This is costing us a little bit of coin. Can't do it this turn, but I suggest that we just fix the just carry out basic maintenance of the current roads. That will save us 16 billion pretty much if we just take down, you know, take down the expansion of the roads and just a bit of basic maintenance, you know. If people aren't driving on the roads, why should we worry about maintaining the damn things, you know? So that's maybe one for the next turn. Get rid of the road costs. Spending too much on the roads construction. Right, okay. So what else can we do? Can we do anything else to promote healthy environment? Can we do anything else to promote? Can we do anything useful? Freedom of press, that's just outside our price range. It's just outside. Right to demonstrate isn't. So I'm going to give people maximum right to demonstrate. And they're going to turn up tomorrow on my doorstep of number 10 Kenya Street, and they're going to bloody be waving their placards because they've been charged for petrol so extortionately. But we'll give them the right to do that because we're kind. We're kind like that, you know. We're kind like that. Can we implement anything for 2 political capitals? Tourism ad campaign. Come to Kenya where you'll be shot by armed robbers. Spend your money here. Maybe not. Right, what have we got? Trade councils, nothing really. Can't implement any taxes. A healthy eating campaign. Keep the country tidy campaign. That's going to promote the environment. Yes, happy people like it. Only costing 1 billion kashushas, 2 political capitals to implement. Keep the country tidy. Yes, I like it. I like it a lot. Bang. Keep this lovely Kenya clean. This lovely Kenya we have here, full of crime and all kinds of nastiness. Keep it clean. Right, there we go. We've literally spent every last political capital we can. So what have we done this turn? We've implemented freedom of demonstration, right to demonstrate. We've charged them through the nose for petrol, and we've brought in a campaign to keep Kenya tidy. And look at that. Little old ladies beginning to love us. President Green with his harem of grey-haired women following wherever he goes. So what's happening in Kenya this quarter? Crime on the way down, says Kenya News. President Green must be doing something right. Unemployment remains high, GDP remains low, health and education untouched. We're working on health indirectly. When the asthma epidemic gets bemoosed by the increase to our environment, this will automatically boost health significantly. We can of course start to put money into the public health sector as well. These are long-term goals, but we can do it. We can do it. But still, 0% of the people are behind President Green and his policies. He's not out there personally because he'll get killed, but he's sending out minions to spread the word. Right, look at that. We're in surplus. We're in positive land. Charging 75% tax on petrol has put us in the black. Foreign military training. Increase employment now. A couple of people said we need to work on unemployment. Yeah, maybe. So we have been offered military training by a foreign ally. Their military capabilities exceed our own, executed by active armed forces that have evolved over centuries, i.e. maybe United Kingdom, maybe his links, President Green's links to the United Kingdom here coming forward saying, we want some backup, mate, you want some backup? Bit of a problem in Kenya, I hear. You want some military training? I think we should. Yes, I agree. Military training. Come on down, lads. Come on, RAF and Royal Navy and all your damn people, the SAS. Come on down and train these people. They don't know how to hold a gun properly. I've given them submachine guns and they don't know how to damn wield them properly. They're useless. Absolutely useless. Okay, so multiple people are saying unemployment is a massive issue. Right, okay. You are my people. You are my Kenyans here, chat. You're screaming out to President Green. We appreciate what you're doing for the environment, but we really could do with some jobs. You know what I mean? Nature conservation drastically improves environment. Nature conservation. Where's that? Where's nature conservation? Tell me, I'll do it. I'll do it. I mean, there should be a search feature, shouldn't there? You should be able to search. It must be economy. Nature conservation. Let's have a look. Have we got that? Have we got that? Can we? Smart meters. Good for the environment. Relatively cheap to implement as well. The Green Times newspaper. Nature conservation, apparently. The Green Daily, a variety of different newspapers here coming to the front, all to promote President Green's views. A bit of propaganda now on the go. Yes, we like that. A bit of propaganda on the go. Get them out there. Right, okay. Maybe it's foreign... No, it wouldn't be. Would it be? Where would it be? Nature conservation. Foreign policy. Forget you foreign people. Couldn't give two craps. Look at all these taxes we can put in place. Plastic bag tax would be good for the environment. Bloody poor animals in their massive safari reserves dying, choking, suffocating on plastic bags that people throw out of their damn safari jeeps. It's a tragedy, it is. That's quite cheap to implement. Very cheap, in fact. And we get a bit of coin out of it as well. Potential cost, potential income. We get a bit of income. We get much more income than we're spending on this. Right, plastic bag tax. You know what? Forget unemployment. Plastic bags are a massive problem in this country. Can't bloody move without them blowing in the wind. Just tax them. Bag tax. Oh, it's not very Not going to do a massive effect, but little steps. Little steps, you know what I mean? Little steps. Little baby steps. Little baby steps. All about baby steps. Right, what else we got? Nature conservation. Anybody know where it is? Maybe we have it already. I don't know. Maybe we just need to improve it. Where's environment? Let's have a look again. Right, here we are. Here we are. Environment is slowly rising. Not quickly enough for my liking. Not quickly enough. But clean energy subsidies, we have got them maxed out. We can't do anything else with them. Recycling is maxed out. Can't do anything else with that. What else we got here? Game hunting restrictions. Keep the country tidy campaign. Car usage should be on the decrease due to the petrol tax. Oh yes, I did say I was going to take down the road building. Definitely. Bicycle subsidies are helping. Poor transport links as well, bringing this down. It's good, we like that. Okay. It's under welfare. Under welfare. Let's try welfare. I want to try this nature thing. I've never done this, I don't think, so let's have a look. Nature conservation. 21 billion kashushas, but it's worth every penny. Promote the exploitation of the country's natural resources in a sustainable way, which maintains or improves the environment. Short-term gain is eschewed in favour of preserving the natural world for generations to come. Oh, of course, those lions, those zebras, those beautiful animals, the giraffe gambolling on their plains. We want to make sure that we conserve this. We want to promote this. We want to have these lovely, wonderful animals, this wonderful environment. Ah, yes, we want that for the future. We want that for the future. We're going to raise it up. Massive boost to the environment. The capitalists don't like it, but to hell with them and their money. All they're worried about is making their millions. There's more to life than money, man. It's all about natural preservation. Apply that bad boy. Lovely, thank you for that. Thank you very much. Right. Animals love plastic bags. No, they're dangerous. So dangerous. Plastic bloody bags. Right, okay. Environment. Where's the environment? Environment's going to shoot up very quickly soon. I can feel it in my water. That smog is dissipating. It's very quickly going to dissipate away. Right, it's the car usage now. Right, so we don't have enough to lower the road situation, do we? Oh, we do! 18, right. Okay, so 28 billion kashushas spending on some expansion of the roads. We don't need to expand our roads. Let's take that down to 10 million. We'll spend a little bit of money just maintaining the roads. Basic maintenance. Or should we just not bother? Just essential maintenance. Just spend literally pennies on maintaining the roads. Let's have a look at this. So the motorists don't like us. The environmentalists love us. Car usage plummets, traffic congestion goes down, unemployment goes up. Oh no, yeah, because we're sacking people, aren't we? We're sacking people, we're sacking builders. Builders are getting put out of business, so unemployment rises, but we'll give them alternative jobs. In the schools or in the hospitals. Yes, that's what we'll do. Infrastructure goes down. Oh, but that's bad. Infrastructure going down is bad. Hoverboards. Ooh, hoverboard. Hoverboard policy. We'll get to that when we have some money to play with. Right, implementation 16 delay. What do we do with this? What do we do with this? I'm worried about the infrastructure crumbling, but I think in the long term it's probably going to be beneficial. Maybe not take it down all the way, I think. Because we need to keep some people driving, because we're taxing petrol quite high, so we need to keep some people on the road. Less people on the road means less tax from petrol. Okay, I'll stick with my original plan then. 10 billion. It's basic maintenance. There we go. So we've reduced our funding into the roads. Now, if there is another way to actually get infrastructure raised, that would be helpful. Technology. Raising technology will raise infrastructure. Road building, economy type, foreign investment, foreign aid, infrastructure. How do we raise technology? Science funding is raising technology. Maybe some technological subsidies, perhaps. Anyway, we need to tackle unemployment. Come on, we've got 13 political capitals left. Unemployment is a massive issue, and we're not addressing it. Where is unemployment? What's this? Power blackouts? That should be going... Oh, infrastructure. Yeah, infrastructure's a problem. Transport policies or a bus system. Yes, I think we need to provide them. We're taking away their cars and we're not maintaining the road. We need to give them alternatives, don't we? We need to improve our infrastructure. So transport links, poor transport links is really, really not doing very much wonders for our infrastructure. Bus usage and rail usage. Maybe mansion tax and luxury tax. Do we have? We don't have luxury tax, do we? We have property tax, which is set at 1%. It's not really doing anything. Let's have a think. Health. No. State Health Service. That's too much. Could really do with raising this, I think. A few more state employees. Should decrease unemployment, should it not? And what else does it do? Private healthcare goes down. HIV gets tackled as well. It's costing a hell of a lot. Very expensive. Right, let's see if we can raise the transport networks here. That'll hopefully provide some jobs as well. We're in a surplus of 36 billion. Power blackouts needs to be fixed. But that, to fix the power blackouts, we need to tackle the infrastructure. We need just a flipping vicious circle, man. Vicious circle. Right, let's go. We don't have a lot of policies in transport, do we? We don't have a lot of policies. We've got a lot of figures, like bus usage is really low, rail usage really low. We know that. Urbanization. What's this? Oil supply, oil demand. Traffic congestion should be on the way down, actually. Yeah, so we need to put some public transport in, I think. We've taken away their cars, effectively. We're crippling them for car usage. We've given them bikes. Let's see if we can give them something as well in terms of more transport. So we've got, let's have a look. Let's have a wee peek here. Start where we mean to go on. So what the cheapest out of buses and rail will be buses. So let's give them some let's give them something to raise bus usage. What can we do? Some of these will be more expensive. I'm just wondering why. So rail subsidies, so bus subsidies. That would basically is an expensive option apparently. Some motorists may represent a transport system they do not use being subsidised. So we could subsidise uses of the buses, give them bus lanes as well. So the money we're saving on the road building we can actually put into making the existing roads into bus lanes. So those two, and then also we could give them free bus passes as well. Absolutely hit them. Oh, and we can actually put a cycling campaign. We've given bikes, now let's promote it. Oh, this is all very good. This is all very good. Right, so okay, bear with me. So we've given bikes, but people a little bit apprehensive about getting on two wheels and pedaling. So we're going to do a cycling campaign. We're going to promote people to cycle. We're going to promote them to cycle. Yes, we're going to promote cycling. We've got 11 political capitals left. We're running low, and then we're going to start with the buses. We're going to start with a bus system. We're going to get this transport system in line. So we'll start with the subsidies, which is going to cost 10. That's going to be the biggest boost. It's going to cost us a fair bit. We're going to plump money into it though, because that's what we do. If in doubt, just splash some cash. It's going to really increase our urban people's happiness. Motorists won't like us. Bus usage will increase dramatically over just 2 turns. and basically a lot of urban income, urban membership increases, and of course those capitalist dogs remain unhappy. We've got one left. Nothing we can implement with one. Community policing. We can implement community policing for just one political capital. It's for the people. For the people. Take down crime, violent crime, racial tension. Just that little bit further. It promotes liberalism in terms of the population, which isn't great, considering that a lot of our laws aren't very liberal, or maybe they are actually, I don't know. Not very good with liberal and conservative. I don't know too much about politics. I haven't done anything about unemployment. They can. We'll tackle that eventually. It's fine. I'm making bus routes so that when people do get a job, they can actually get there, you know? It's all about infrastructure first. Right, okay, so we're going to put community policing in because we can. Because we can. There we go. So community policing's in, cycling campaigns in, bus subsidies are in. We're now trying to promote the infrastructure of our transport to give people a healthier alternative to using cars. There we go. And plastic bag tax was introduced as well. Let's see how that affects things. Okay, so crime continues to come crashing down. We've got GDP, health, education, unemployment still unaffected. We're now in deficit of 24 billion kashushas, unfortunately, and still nobody's voting for us. The cabinet, their stats are lowering, but we can just about survive for now with those figures. And apparently there was some kind of an opposition boycott election, which has now negatively decreased our democracy and our people's opinions of us. Some opposition parties have announced their boycott of the next general election. This has seriously hurt the perception of democracy in our country. Well, jolly good, you idiots. Right. So we're dealing with morons here. Can't they see? Can't they see what is going on here? They're trying to besmirch my good name. Right, okay. 73 political capitals. Why? Because tyranny has risen as a result of that last thing, that last damn thing. What do you call it? Event or whatever you want to call it. So we're in deficit again. We need to raise some coin somehow eventually. Best way to raise coin is to increase taxes or to introduce new taxes, but for now we'll leave those as they are. They're quite expensive to implement, and I have other pressing issues. Environment. How are you getting along? Look at that. It's raising nicely. Raising nicely. But we haven't quite finished yet, have we? We haven't quite finished. Let's have a look at some of these. Look at that. Armed robbery next turn is going to plummet. It's off the scale, man. It's just poof. Boo-doo-doof. Police on every corner, man. Police on every corner, armed with submachine guns. They've got this under control. Armed robbery is gone. Military interference is still there. Organised crime will be gone. It will be gone. President Green, tough on crime, tough on the fear of crime, aka Labour from 1997. We've done it. We've done it. Those old ladies, they're gonna love us. They do love us. They can walk freely without fear of being shot dead. Happy days. Okay, let's continue on. Unemployment's still a massive problem, but well, we'll just bury our head in the sand. Forget unemployment. Bus lanes. People can build bus lanes, therefore we get more builders on the roads, you know? There we go. Bus lanes. Increasing urban happiness, bus usage increases, infrastructure increases. There we go, we got bus lanes, and then we're going to give away, because we can, free bus passes to everyone. Ooh, it's quite expensive. Okay, maybe not free bus passes just yet. Let's not go too far. How about a national monorail system? Transport system of the future, for the future. Forget rail. It's so 20th century. 20th, is that right? Yeah, so 20th century getting on a bloody train. Let's get on a nice fancy monorail. We need jobs, people are shouting. Jobs, we need jobs, we need jobs. Good Lord, let's get some jobs, people are shouting. The Kenyan people, with their right to demonstrate, are outside my government building, placards, shouting, jobs, we want jobs, we want jobs. Oh, it's a hard life being in charge of a country of idiots. No offense, people. You don't know what's good for you. I'm telling you what's good for you. You will like it, or get out of my country. Go to Sudan. Go to Tanzania. I hear they've got bigger problems. What's wrong with you folks? Hunter O'Neill used to have a job as an armed robber. Now he has no job. He's frightened to step foot on the street. The police recognise him wherever he goes. He's not safe to rob those old ladies. I think a monorail system is very expensive. It will cost a while to come into effect, but it will be in effect at the end of my term. I think this is it. I think forget rail, we promote monorail, we promote buses, and we promote cycles. Forget the rail system. Could go to hell in a handbasket for all I care. Monorail, monorail. Come on, people, get behind me. Come on. What do you say, people? What do you say, people of Kenya? Do you want a monorail? Do you want one? I can't afford it, but I'll splash the cash anyway, because that's what I do. Do you want a monorail to zip around Kenya? What I'm doing for the good of you people is I am putting these lovely transport systems in place in preparation for when the jobs come. What's the point of giving you a job that's halfway across the country when all you've got to get there is a bicycle? I'm thinking about the future. Thinking about it. Monorail est gut. Right, yes, I agree. Boom! Full mashings, the full cost of my budget. All of it's been plumped into national monorail. It's going to be glorious. The first monorail in Africa. And I shall be the name. The green monorail. All the monorail carriages, whatever you call them. What do you call the monorails? Compartments. Carriages, like trains. They will be green. They will be painted green in honour of the man who made it happen. Oh yeah. Right, we're off. We're off and running. State employees love us. Conservatives love us. Elderly love us. I'm telling you, it's frightening. Before you know it, they'll be bloody wanting him to be re-elected. I'm telling you now, I can see it. I've had an epiphany. Okay, what can we do next? How can we screw the people we don't like next? What do we need to get rid of? Military interference. This is a big one. Stability. We need more stability. It is raising. Getting rid of the violent crime, getting rid of those bloody armed robbers and stuff, that will really help stability. Really will. But corruption is a big one. I don't want corruption in my ranks. I don't want to be known as a corrupt ruler. Yes, I'm a dictator. I'm a dictatorial type of guy, but at least you know what you're getting. I'm not corrupt about it. I'm open and honest about it. I'm telling you how it is. I'm a green dictator. I'm telling the truth. But I can't do with these underhanded tactics, these corrupt ministers that take backhanders. No, I can't do with any of that crap. So we need to lower corruption. We need to get rid of it. So foreign intelligence interference, that is a massive problem. Feeding stability, feeding into it. So how do we get rid of corruption? Freedom of press. That's right. Those press people. Give them the right to spread their slanderous, bloody stories. Raise democracy, lower corruption. Let them report on our ways. They probably won't like us, but at least they get to speak freely about it. Indeed. In you come. Right, lovely. Yes, there may be other policies that bring down these things. They may well be. A lot of them will be probably law and order as well. So corruption. What would bring down corruption? I would reckon CCTV cameras in every damn building would bring down corruption, certainly. Let's have a look. Legal aid, jury and trial, wiretapping, all this kind of good stuff. Yeah, look at that. Anti-corruption agency, police drones. Ooh, a lot of good stuff coming up here. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Right, okay. Do you know what? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tackle. The environment's well on the way. But is it on the way fast enough for my liking? Is it on the way fast enough? Freedom of press is right there. Is right there. Okay, transport, come on. Come on, what else can we do? We can ban low MPG cars. Driverless car laws. That would be good for technology, surely. The manufacturers are encouraging the government to allow use on public roads. It's quite not that expensive. Driverless cars, really? Electric cars, fuel efficient standards, telecommunications. Oh, lots of good stuff here for the environment. Biofuel subsidies. Quick question: if anybody is open plan offices? Yes, I've seen that somewhere. That's a good one. Can you have a look at can you implement these and look at these without actually implementing them? So if I want to say right, what does car emission limits affect? The only way I can see it is by pressing implement. But if I press implement, am I then stuck with it, basically? Am I stuck with it? That's the question I have. Because I would like to be able to see what they affect, but then that would be kind of cheating, I suppose, wouldn't it, really? But anyway. So people are saying open plan government offices. That's law and order. It must be. Open plan offices. Open plan offices, and perhaps an anti-corruption agency. Ooh, not very popular. Not very popular at all. Eliminating corruption. Detecting perpetrators, prosecuting them is the only way to stamp out the abuse of power for personal gain. Unless you what? You're stuck with it unless you cancel it immediately. You can cancel it. Okay, I'll try it. I'll try it on something that I want to put into place, just as a test. Right, CCTV I think will bring down corruption. It's not expensive. It costs a bit of political capital. Where's open offices? Public services. Ah, lovely. Thank you. Thanking you. Open plan. Ah, that's not too expensive. Only 5 political capitals here. So we're going to remodel our office. We've been in for a few months. I can't believe we haven't done it sooner. It's a bit stuffy in this office with the door closed and everything boarded up. Let's knock down a few walls so I can put my beady eyes on every little official in my building. I'm watching you. No brown envelopes anywhere to be seen, thank you very much. Let's go with it. Right, so let's have a look. Political capital, how much we got? We got 39. So if we open plan office and implement, and then cancel straight away, it will cancel the effects. Do we lose we've lost political capital, look. We've lost some. It still uses your capital. Well, that's a waste. Bloody hell, that's a massive waste. Thank you. I didn't see a chat, Charlene, until it was too late. It's only 5 though, so it's not a problem. Right, open plan, government offices, we have to implement it. Corruption comes down. State employees are unhappy because, well, because they can't be corrupt. But get used to life. Get used to life. All offices are now open plan, including mine. I've got nothing to hide. And our deficit is now rocketing up to 52 billion. We need some coin. We need some coin, man. We need some coin. No problem. I'm going to put CCTV in, though. We need coin, but I'm going to put... Oh, if I didn't press that bloody button, we still wouldn't have been able to afford it. That's fine. Right, CCTV is a bit too expensive in terms of political capitals. What else do we want to do? Freedom of information. Is that good for corruption? Public corruption and the subversion of democracy can be highlighted by public... Oh, that was weird. Freedom of information. Freedom of information would be good to get rid of corruption. CCTV, perhaps. Catching criminals. Witness protection programs. Wiretapping. Right, okay. I think we've done a little bit there for the corruption front. We can't do it all in one go. How about unemployment? How about unemployment? People have been crying out for months about unemployment, and I've just blindly ignored them. How do we tackle unemployment? How do we do it? We need to create more jobs. It's quite simple, really, isn't it? We need to put some sort of, maybe some kind of thing in place. Welfare, perhaps. State housing. That's not going to help, is it? Family planning. Unemployment benefit. Yeah, that will discourage people from actually seeking work. That's not good. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that nonsense. You're not getting bloody benefits for being off work. We're going to try to encourage people to be in work. How do we do this? Right, let's have a look. Foreign policy, no good. Economy, that would be good. Anything to do with the economy, jobs, all that kind of stuff. A smart meter program. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help it. I just seen it again. It just keeps staring me in the face. I'm sorry, guys, but this is going to have to be energy efficiency equals more money for you. Apparently, according to that advert many years ago. Okay, lovely. Anti-gravity, a lot of people have... Anti-gravity? What is anti-gravity? Anti-gravity research grants. You want to laugh? I can't afford anti-gravity. Anti-bloody gravity? Not on your Nelly. Right, let's have a look at what we've got. Prisons. We've got overcrowded cells. What does this do? Ooh. Look at that. Let's have a look. State employees. Look at that, we're getting more employees. More employees, more jobs, but it's very expensive. Crime goes down, but it's already going down quite a lot. Conservatives, do you know what? Nah. Nah, we don't need this. Oh, unemployment there, wait a minute. Only a smidgen. Not massively. Nah. We'll let them remain in overcrowded cells. They're in prison. It's not supposed to be Hotel California. Yeah, you can have squalid conditions for all I care. Stupid criminals. Right, what else we got down here? Police force. Right, okay, let's move away. No prisons. No prisons. Hunter, you're going my friend. Next turn, the police are going to catch you. Okay, we've got 15 political capital to spend, and what's this? What's this here? State pensions. Medium. That's good. Nature conservation, and we have child labour law. Child labour. Oh my God, child labour. Common. Banned. What does that do? You can't law. It costs 30. Wait a minute. What does that do? Democracy. Increases democracy. I think. Education goes up. Is that right? Overlooked, banned. Rural, poor, youth. This can't be good. We've got to cancel this crap off, surely. Child labour. Helps the family. Helps feed the family. Oh, wow. Taxes. Can we implement a tax or two? Get some more money? Hybrid cars initiative. So we've got hybrid cars are less damaging to the environment because at slower speeds they use electric engines that produce no CO2. They also get higher fuel efficiency, thus reducing the demand for oil. They are very expensive, but tax incentives could encourage more people to buy hybrid cars. I like this. I like this one. This is good. Hybrid car. Do we have a hybrid car initiative? We have electric car initiative. We don't. People are crying out for anti-gravity bloody cars. Well, maybe not quite yet. So here we go. More green. More green policies just about to come into play here. Hybrid car initiative. I like that. I like this, yes. If we're going to have people using cars, which they are, some of them are using, we're going to have them make sure that the cars are blooming eco-friendly, you know what I mean? Let's get those eco-friendly cars on the road ASAP, and we can't do electric cars initiative just yet, but that... I suppose it's one or the other. We've got hybrid electric cars and hybrid cars. Where has it gone? Did I put it into play? Sure I did. Right, 6 capitals. 6 capitals. 6 capitals. 6 political capitals. Tourism ad campaign. We've got rent controls, food stamps. Ooh. Food stamps for all. Quite costly. Ban on female genital mutilation. We have a problem, apparently, with female genital mutilation. So why don't we just ban it? Surely that will sort the problem out, won't it? Surely. Brutal ritual inflicted on women and perpetuated by an inherited social acceptance of the practice. Make it clear to all citizens that this violence towards women is no longer acceptable with an outright ban. By allocating resources to this ban's enforcement, its impact will be deeper and more rapidly felt. Okay, let's ban this man. Force this ban. 143 million Kashushas. Boof. Women like us. Conservatives don't like us, but well, what can you do? Liberals start to like us. Yep. Let's ban that rubbish. Ban that nonsense. One political little smidgen of capital left. Anything that we can... Nope, nothing for one. We don't think we can change anything for one. So I'm happy that turn. We've done a few bits. We need some money, though. We need some money. This is looking pretty grim, isn't it? The old money situation. Perhaps when the crime goes down we can maybe cut back on policing or something. Perhaps. Or maybe we just make Kenya bankrupt. We make Kenya great. Clean. Crime gone down. But they're broke. Right. A lot of green arrows here. A lot of people starting to like us. This is good. This is a good sign. It's a very good sign. A ban! Okay, this is where things take a turn for the better, surely. Organised crime is gone. Armed robbery is gone. Petrol protests are in force. Oh, damn. Damn and blast, they've got me by the gonads here. It was only a matter of time before this was the situation. And economic forecast. Good news, the economy is still doing well, but it's just beginning to come down a touch. What else do we have? How many people are voting for us? 82 billion in deficit. Nobody's voting for us. And this is going down slightly, but we can just about cope with it. Right. Petrol. Woof. Look at that. Petrol tax is really not doing a good job for this. Really. Businesses will suffer badly if drivers cannot fill their tanks, and motorists are not surprising. It affects GDP, affects everyone, motorists, car usage. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. The GDP part of it is, but this is not necessarily a bad thing, really. Do I want to bow down to their protests? I give them the right to protest, and now they're protesting. How dare they? Right, we'll consider that in a minute. Unemployment. I shall dedicate this quarter to tackling unemployment. Anybody got any ideas how I can appease these poor unemployed people? Unemployed people still crying out for jobs, and I've just done nothing to help them. How's the environment looking? Where is it? How's my beautiful oh, look at that. We'll have parks and everything. Fountains. People will be going out for lunch and sitting in the lovely clean air. The smog is almost gone. Still, agricultural efficiency is needing addressing here. Technology, science. We need to promote technological advances. For small business loans. More child labour. We need science. We need to become less technological. We need less of a backwater. It is going down. Creationism versus evolution. Boom. That way. Evolution. Religious people, religious membership, liberals love us, liberalism increases, technology backwater starts to be attacked. It's all about the evolution. Forget your religious nonsense. Energy research. Yes, that's good. Income tax also. Right, cancel this off. We've got to do a couple of things here. We're going to do a few things. Most of these are going to be expensive. Right, that's 30. That's 30 to raise that. Right, where's income tax? There it is. It's going at 35%. Getting 199 billion. Put it to 35%. That's an extra 20 odd billion. Not too bad. Raising it's 30. 38%. Make it, yeah, 250 billion. Bit of extra income tax. Middle income earners don't like us. Capitalists, of course, don't like us. Equality goes up. Socialists like us. Is that right? That can't be right, surely. Yeah, that'll just about do. Raise income tax. President indeed, Shelley. Yes, president indeed. And he's loving it. He's lapping it up. He's got people outside his presidential palace beating down the door, shouting for jobs, and I'm just sat here lapping it up. Because I know that in the end of my term they're going to be eating out the palm of my hand when they see how great I have made this country. How great I have made it. I'm taxing the hell out of them at the minute with a few odds and ends. Can I afford to just lower petrol? I don't think I can. I ain't bowing down to these demonstrators. They can demonstrate about their poxy petrol prices. I'm giving you buses, man. I'm giving you buses. I'm giving you cycles. I'm giving you a monorail system. You won't need a car. Plus, you should be going electric anyway. More to come. Right, okay, so I've got 23. I got 23. What were we looking at? We were looking at something else before I did that. You would have done 50 to 55. That's too much. It's too much. It's too much. I don't want to go too far. Hunter O'Neill shouting out because he's in prison. The armed robber has been caught. Hunter O'Neill's been caught robbing an old lady of her 25 Kashusas that was to last her a week. And he's got put in an overcrowded cell with 3 big men. Big men, that's all I'm going to say. That's why he wants an extra cell to him. He wants a cell to himself. Please put money into the prison service. I can't live in these conditions. Oh, well, you should have thought about that before you committed crime. Science, I was looking at. No, I wasn't looking at science. I was looking at something else. What was I looking at? Creationism versus evolutionism. That's what I was looking at. Yes, you are right. It's going to cost 30. It's too much. Next turn, perhaps. Does political capital go over into the next turn, or do you have to use it all? Can somebody confirm? I think you lose it, but or does it carry over into the next turn? Education. People want education. People want jobs. I mean, you just want everything. I can't tackle everything at the same time. Put too much pressure on me. I'm doing my best. I'm concentrating on the environment first. I've told you I'm called green for a reason. Once the environment is healthy and the infrastructure is better, then you can have your schools, then you can have your jobs. Until then, you're going to have to live in squalor. You've been used to it for the past 50 years with your previous useless leaders. A bit of short-term pain for long-term gain. That's what it's all about. Okay. Oh, depends on what your max capital is. Oh, you've got a maximum capital. I see. How do you know what's your limit? I don't know. Where's my cabinet? I'm sure they're bringing me down. Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, there we go. Maximum minister capital is 48. Is that right? So I can have up to 48 capital per turn. That's not a lot. Not a lot, is it? I got 70 odd in that in a previous turn, but that was probably because of we got a raise to our dictatorship levels. Anyway, right then, we've got 23 political capital to play with here. We are going to be in a deficit, but not as much. We have raised income tax. That will adjust itself next turn. So what do we want to tackle? What do we want to tackle? Well, it's Mayor Green. The environment's always a good starting point. Always a good starting point. We've got the old... where's the... Did I implement hybrid car subsidies? It's down here, isn't it? It's down here. Hybrid car initiative. Yeah. Now, shall we go for electric? Give them a right choice. You can have a hybrid version or you can have full electric. I'm giving you a choice. You can have a cycle. You can have a monorail. You're having all this extra stuff. And I a very good leader. Right, free bus passes is too much. Clean fuel subsidy. That will be good for the environment. Clean up the fuel. Extra low sulfur. Less damaging fuels. People love it. Popularity with the voters. Biofuel subsidies. I think is it one or the other? Can you go biofuel, clean fuel? I've got to go for clean fuel, I think. So clean up the fuel. Emissions tax. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a brilliant idea. Where's that? Emissions tax. Yeah. Where is it? Do I already have it? And if I do, can I raise it? Where is emissions tax? Show me. I want it. Sales tax. Property tax. Capital gains, luxury goods, married tax allowance, micro generation grants. Ooh. Solar panels and stuff. Ooh, yeah. Cleaner and greener energy. I like that. I like it. I like green energy. I like it. Oh, it might be too high. Where's this? Airline carbon. Could be a carbon tax. That's an emission tax, isn't it? Carbon tax. It's very expensive to implement. It would potentially get us a lot of money, though. A pollution tax. A pollution tax. That would be very good. That's very good indeed. I like it. So what we could do is we could tax carbon. We could tax carbon, yes, I like that. We can charge those smog producing factories and those horrid cars. And then, after we've done that, then we bring in the grants for what were we looking at? For the fuel subsidies, yeah, that was it. Then we could use the money from the carbon tax to bring in clean fuel subsidies. And maybe even biofuel subsidies as well. Completely really clean up that environment. That's what we need to do. It's expensive and not popular. I don't care about popular. Do I look like I give two craps about popular? People don't know what they like until they've tried it. That's what I say. Right, okay. So how many political capital? We need 36. It's a lot of political capital. Do we get that in one turn? Do we get that in one turn? I think we get... I think we get 40... No, we don't get 48 a turn, do we? I want to make sure that I've got enough left over for next time to be able to implement the carbon tax. But anyway... what do we want to do then? Oh yes, micro-generation grants. I like the sound of that. There we go. A few more billion thrown at some more eco-friendly things. People can have... what do you call them things? You have them solar panels, that's right. Solar panels, windmills and all that kind of jazz. Yeah, energy efficiency continues to go up. More environmentalists join the fold. CO2 emissions naturally go down without the need of taxing them, but we still will. Environment, of course, goes up, and that decreases the power blackouts. Excellent. More green, please. More green. We want green. I do anyway. More. We want more green stuff. Come on, Mr. Green. Give us more greenery. Give us more greenery. Gender Discrimination Act. Oh dear, let's not go there. Let's not go that far. We've just about banned female mutilation. That's the starting point, I suppose. What else do we need here? What else do we need? Okay, what else we got here? Health food subsidies. Promote healthy eating. Not quite just yet. Not quite just yet. Capital gains tax. Ah, that's a good one, isn't it? Capital gains. Taxed on your stocks, your shares, your houses, your property, your land. Taxed on your personal possessions above the value of £7,000. Oh, it's marvellous. You can't sell anything for more than, you know, you get an allowance. You get a capital allowance per year, but if you go over that, you've got to pay tax on all your capital gains. It's a... why? It's nasty. Nasty government. Anyway. Yeah. I think we're going to go for fuel now. I think we can go for it now. Where is it? No, we can't. It's got... we can't do clean fuel now. We can only do biofuel. I think clean fuel is better than biofuel. What's the difference? Oh. 863, that's 1.89 billion, that costs 10. Biofuel. Farmers earn more money by oh, that's good, we help the farmers as well. Oh! Adult education. Adult education. There's a potential. Right, are we happy with the state of the crime? I think we have done good with crime. I think we could really do with tweaking crime, really. We could do with tweaking down some of these policies, taking down some of these expenses, perhaps. But it's quite costly in terms of political capital. Asthma's on the way down. Asthma's on the way down. That's good. Keep coming down. Environment is raising, so that's good, but we still need to raise our infrastructure, don't we? See, we're building the monorail, we've got the bus lanes. Taking down the road building wasn't great for us, but that's fine. I think we need, yeah, that was it, technology. We need to promote technology, don't we? We need technology. Technology colleges, that will be good for technology. That would be good for technology. Is there anything cheaper to adult education, free eye tests? Just for the hell of it? Adult education. Public libraries, technology colleges. Is that like a technology grant or something? We need science. We need science. We need the science, man. There we go. Small business grants. That would be good to promote a boost to the economy. That's good. Pollution controls. Oh, I see something I like again. Restrictions on chemicals that are pumped out into the environment. Sorry. CO2 emissions. GDP goes down. Major fines for pollution. Major fines. But the environment loves it. Look at that. Pachow. Up it goes. Bish bash Buddha boof. There we are. Oh, I see more and more of these green laws. I love it. Fuel efficiency standards. No, I'm not bothered about that for now. Gender discrimination. Freedom of information is good to lower corruption. Yeah, I like that. I like that as well. Increase our democracy, lower corruption, anger our state employees, but who cares? There we go. Very good. I think another productive turn. We've implemented more green rules in terms of the pollution controls. We've tackled corruption. We've got rid of all those nasty crime issues. Oh yes, I think we're doing good. I'm biased, of course. I'm biased, but I think we're getting. I think we're on the right track. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady. So once I'm happy with the state of the environment and the state of affairs in terms of the greenness of Kenya, then we could tackle the smaller issues such as unemployment, such as health and skills and stuff like that. Oil drilling opportunity. I seem to have missed this. I do not want people drilling, ravaging my wildlife refugee. What do you think this is? I can't believe they actually came to me with this proposal. Do you not know who I am? You imbeciles, you should have sent the man packing at the door. Prevent the drilling. Imbeciles. And we're off again. Another turn. Another turn. Crime is at an all-time low. People, it's like Norway. You could walk out and leave your doors unlocked and nobody would trouble you. Nobody dare. Police with armed submachine guns waiting to shoot you down. Poverty, education, health, GDP, unemployment seem to remain unchanged, but the economy is still doing well, which is good. What else we got? Border alteration ratified. Oh, let's have a look at that. We've got 95 billion kashusha of debt. Nobody's voting for us still. They're loyal, but their effectiveness is disappointing. Well, maybe they'll get more effective as time goes on, but they're still loyal to me. They like me. It's because I'm green. You can't argue with a man that promotes environmental welfare, can you? I mean, how can you argue with a face like this? Ah, ricky dokie, we're looking good. Carbon tax time. That's the icing on the cake to the environment. Oh, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh! Look at that! Oh yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. People still don't like me. Popularity next to nothing. Capitalists, well, tough titties. Take your money and go somewhere else and make us extremely poor. It's fine. Let's have a look at the makeup of the people. We got conservative, still 100% conservative. It's a good job they still like us, then, isn't it? Just because of our police laws mainly. A lot of our law wars. A lot of our law laws are very pro-conservative. You know, very hard line down the, poof. Be tough on those dogs. Right, what have we got? We've got abortion laws. Limited circumstances. I'm not bothered about abortion. It's fine, leave that as it is. Not my issue. Not my issue. That's for the next president to deal with. I'm not bothered about abortion. I'm bothered about making sure that the zebra continue to be able to roam freely without fear of being struck down by hunters. Right. This is going to be gone, I think, once the ban takes full effect. It's a bit of a long burner, that one. Bit of a long burner. Right, carbon tax. That was the main aim of this particular turn. Was that the environment is already seeing a massive sharp increase, but this is going to be the final nail in the coffin of the smog. The carbon tax. Not very popular, but I couldn't give two craps. Here we are. Got enough political capital. It's going to get us some nice moolah. We're almost 100 billion kashushas in deficit. We can't afford this nonsense. Time to get some moolah. Right, look at that. Selling at 38% gets us 104 billion kashushas. Well, that's very good. It's very good indeed. But I think that'll be enough. I think that's enough. I don't want to be too greedy. We could go less, actually. But no, I won't. 100 billion from carbon tax is absolutely spiffing great. Again, it harms our GDP, which is already rock bottom. But well, you got to get all the way uphill. You got to climb that mountain. You got to take the pain of getting to the top before you get to go down that lovely downhill slope. You gotta, before you get the great ride that comes of sliding down, you gotta make the way up first. And I'm sure the GDP will go the other way once we're completely fine at the end of my term. I'm sure of it. High tax to make a lot of people want to go higher. I don't think so. I think 40% is fine. Maybe not. 45. We'll marry it up with income tax. Income tax is 45, wasn't it? Now this is 45 as well. Carbon tax, whee! We're off! You smog polluting factories, think again, because now you're going to have to pay tax on your black pit horrid emissions. Ah, lovely. Still got 6 political capitals left to play with. What do we do with that? What's up with that? Right, military spending. Military interference. Yeah. We could save money on military. Screw the Patriots. Actually, that's lowering unemployment. We're getting rid of military people, aren't we? State employees go down, state employees go down, liberals. But it's that military interference, you see. I don't want to change it, I'm just checking. Yeah, military spending is raising this, so we take... But actually stability is the biggest factor, and we are raising stability. We are raising stability. Although it's going to peter out now because nothing else is affecting it. So we're going to have to find some more things that affect stability for the positive. All of these are pretty much dead, unless crime continues to fall. Crime is falling. Ooh, it's all a game, isn't it? It's all a game. You change one thing and 50,000 others change as well. God, I could never be in charge, I tell you. It's too much going on. Too much happening. Right, let's have a look at some of the changes then. Let's have a look. We can bring up some of the stats of our term so far. So health hasn't changed. Crime has plummeted by 60% under our guidance. Claim to fame there. Violent crime down 93%, that's a big change. Environment only up 24%, that's not quite what we had in mind, but it's on the right way. With that carbon tax, I think that could just tip it right over the edge. Asthma will be gone, and well, I'm sure we'll be there eventually. Technology has only slightly gone up, but it is going up. We're going to have to. I think technology is another big factor here. Big factor. More technology, better technology would lead to more technological jobs. We'd have to educate people, so it's all a vicious circle. Get some adult education sorted. Get some rid of the child labour. Car usage is down, rail usage is down, but bus usage has gone up. Productivity's increased. Unemployment has gone down slightly. So I'm doing something right. CO2 emissions have gone down by 1/3. Racial tension is down, energy efficiency is up, international trade slightly. Alcohol consumption has gone down. I haven't done much with alcohol, but it's gone down. Maybe, well, people are finding other things to do. Tobacco usage only down by 7% despite my horrific tobacco tax. Traffic congestion down due to the massive tax on petrol, I imagine. Tourism's gone up. People getting wind of this new Kenya. This new improved Kenya. Yes. Economy type has gone up. Food prices have gone down, which is good to know. People might be able to afford to eat. And average temperature has gone down, but can we influence that? I think we can actually, but there you go. So I think it's quite a good start. It's quite a good start. We just have to think about the next step now. The environment is really flourishing, and we'll continue to drip feed a few environmental policies between now and the end of our term to continue to maintain this lovely increase. But I think we need to turn our focus. The majority of our policies need to change now. We need to focus on new things just to keep this momentum up. To keep this momentum up of positive change. So what should we change next, do we think? What do we need to address? Border tensions are going down. I don't know what I've done, but that's happening. We haven't really done much foreign policy stuff. Should we worry about foreign policy? I can't say it. Foreign policy. Economy. I think the crime situation is under control. I'm not going to address any crime issues at this point. From this point forward, I don't think. I think we've got crime down pat, really. Maybe we can do a bit more with transport. Well, I think we could perhaps do a little bit more with transport. Carpooling. Bear with me, we've got a phone call here. Oh dear. Right, okay. I'm going out in about 15 minutes, so I'm going to have to wrap this session up. I'm having so much fun, it's a shame that I have to leave, and I'm not even anywhere near the end of my term. This is probably going to be a 3-part stream series. I imagine we're only going to get through one term, but it's been alright. So, yeah. What do we think, guys? I can start enacting some... I'm going to pass this turn, actually. Wait a minute. We've got border alteration ratified. We have ratified a border alteration with a neighbouring country, resulting in a small gain in territory. With this land has come its people, who are now within our sovereign borders. We must decide whether to integrate them as new citizens or deport them back. We can bring them in, welcome them with open arms. It may cause friction initially, but we will benefit from integrating our new residents in the long run. Or deport those suckers. You fear conflict if they were to remain. It would be better for them and for us to displace them across the border. I will leave this to my people. It's not a law that is affected by... It's not a law that affects the environment per se. So what do you think, my friends? What do you think? Should we send these suckers back across to the land we've just stolen? You know, or should we welcome them in? Should we welcome them back into our lovely Kenya? We should welcome them to smell the clean air. Spread the word to your family members. Come, come. There's no jobs here, like, but just come anyway. Just come. Come on down to this new Kenya. Integration. People are saying integration, I think. A couple of people said integration at least. A couple of people... Oh, okay, that'll do for me. Bring them in! Are we not all citizens of the world? People of the world! Let's live love and happiness and all that kind of hippie stuff. Let's bring out the cannabis. Let's not go too far. Next turn. I'm getting carried away. Return to government. We have filibustering. We have done something. What's happened? We have been working away in your office for so long, apparently. We're hard workers. Leader's spouse scandal. Your spouse has been reported to have taken a private jet to go shopping abroad. She's not my wife. I don't have a wife. I don't have time for a wife. This is wrong. This is what freedom of press does to you. This is what freedom of press does. They're free to spout their nonsense. I give them this right to do this, and they just throw it in my face. Damn them. Damn them all to hell. We got a civil uprising that's just taken... Oh, it's just taken hold. Oh my god. Right. And we're still getting 0% on the polls. Right, I have to really dash off, unfortunately. I need to go help my mum with the shopping now. She's just got back. We're 10 billion in the surplus. So things are not too bad, but still nobody will vote for us. And we've just got a civil uprising. Civil uprising. Why has this happened, I wonder? Censor the press. I think we should. We give them an inch and they take half a flipping mile. Oh, is it democracy? Our democracy levels have raised civil uprising. I don't know how this works. I'm going to have to figure this out. Anyway. I have to dash off, as I said, so I will be streaming again next Saturday, same time, and hopefully we will be able to continue on our journey to making Kenya green. Until then, see you soon.